Welcome back to Almost Famous. We're here to drop another content. I know I didn't do a content about driving the Porsche Cayenne, but yet we're here with the 2009 Porsche Cayenne Turbo. I mean, this is the car of your dreams. This is a car that everybody needs. It does everything that an SUV should do. This car does it all. I mean, first of all, we're talking about an SUV that comes from the factory with 500 horsepower. That's 500 horses, okay? 517 pounds of torque. All right. If I want to go off-road and your car can't, I can. If there's a ditch and your car gets stuck, I can. This car could pull up to 6,200 pounds. It's a beast. This car does everything that all the modern car does and all the older car does. This car is perfect. This SUV is perfect. Okay, don't get me wrong. I mean, it does have its problems. It does squeak. That's why the nickname of the car is Squeaky, because everything on it squeaks. The door squeaks, the brake squeaks, the trunk squeaks. You know, when you hit a bump, it squeaks. But when you play your music with this Bose radio, Bose is still in. With this Bose radio, you don't hear that squeaking no more. You don't hear nothing knocking, and it's quiet. And yeah, I mean, you do hear the wind blowing through the door sometimes, but hey, that's just something minor. When this car came out, it was about $94,000 MSRP. $94K. That's a lot of money. Now you can buy this SUV for right now for $15,000, $12,000. You know, you gotta shop around. And this is the Turbo. This is not the S. This is not the GTS. This is not just the Porsche Cayenne. This is the Turbo. So this is the trim underneath the S, right? The Turbo S. It was really hard to find a Turbo S. You know, those are really rare to find. But the Turbo 500 horsepower, that's all I really need right now. So I can't really knock it. This car is comfortable. This car is amazing. I mean, there's nothing that you could tell me that your car could do that this car can't do, right? Because if I want to go rally racing, this car could do it. This SUV could do it. If I want to go off-roading, this SUV could do it. If I want to drive on the beach, this SUV could do it. If I need to raise up 3 more inches, these power buttons right here could do it. Right here, if I need to lower this car, these buttons right here, they could do it. If I need to drive stiffer suspension or comfort or just normal, these buttons could do it. If I need a diff lock, these buttons could do it. Everything that your car could do, I could do it too. Whatever you can do, we could do better. Check this out. If I want to drive this manual, this could do it. Slap over, slap over, slap over, slap over. This car goes, I mean, I would never do it, never did it, up to, I believe, 186 or 76 miles per hour in the SUV. Most cars can't even hit 125 or 130. This could do 170 plus in an SUV. And I'm not going to try it. If I need to go around somebody because somebody's pissing me off, or, excuse my language, if somebody is getting me upset and blowing me, then I could take off, right? That's amazing. If my baby is crying in the back and I need to put her to sleep, this car could take your baby to sleep. I mean, this SUV is amazing in every shape and form. I wouldn't trade this SUV for nothing. some people would says, why don't you get a Jeep Wrangler? Why? I'm only limited to what that car could do. This could do everything, but it could do it better. It's the talk of the town. To me, it's the talk of the century. I think everybody should go out there, go blow up the car that they got, and go buy a Porsche Cayenne. And you will be happy having this. I mean, you have luxury. You have a sunroof. I mean, it's kind of weird because regular sunroof, you press buttons and it goes back. But this, you gotta turn that, and boom, right? And then you turn that again, and it closes it. Kind of weird, but that's a different. It's different. And if this car had a backup camera that comes on the back strip, which I went to the gym and I guess somebody needed it more than I do, so they stole it. They popped it off, and my backup camera was gone. Going to Porsche, it was about $5,000 with the parts and stuff. So that was kind of crazy right there. But this car is amazing, even though to do an oil change at Porsche, that's why it's good to learn and do it yourself, told me that it was going to be $700 to do an oil change in a 2009 Porsche Cayenne. That is ridiculous. So, yeah. Oh yeah, and plus the brakes or the rotors are squeaking now. I just started. So with that's gonna cost me a good $1,000 per brake pad and rotor for each wheel. So altogether, it was quoted to me to be about $2,500, $2,600 to do the job. Nah, it's alright. I'm kind of old school. I will figure it out, do it myself, shave it down. Now I'll figure it out myself. But what a lot of people don't understand is when they buy these kind of cars, you have to buy them with an open mind and a deep wallet. You got to make sure that when you buy the car that it's not going to be easy, that when it breaks you have to fix it. Cars break, old cars break, these cars break, but you have to understand that when it breaks, it's not going to be a little $30, $40, $50 fix. It will cost like, I don't know, $1,200, $1,500, but that's the game. That's what we're doing. That's why we dump money into cars that we love and we enjoy. So yeah, I mean, as I was saying, when you buy certain cars like this, you have to understand the levels of maintenance that it's going to cost when you try to buy cars like this to maintain them and keep them going. It's not cheap. It's not really a game. I mean, I say Honda Civics a lot because I'm basing everything off like the 90s Honda Civics, when everybody wanted like the EG, the EF, when you could go to Advanced Auto Parts and you could buy a part for like $40 or $15 and you could fix the car. Now it's not even like that, man. Most of these cars are getting so complex and complicated, they don't give you that chance, that opportunity to really be a backyard mechanic no more, because everything you need is computerized, and the computer is telling all these new mechanics how to do their job, and that's how to fix it. You see that night light that's still on? Yeah, well, I went to the shop, and just to figure out what's wrong with it, it needs the thermostat. And I remember I could just go and fix the thermostat by myself, and that thermostat is giving the car some kind of bad rating or something the mechanic was saying. Something that didn't make sense or I never heard of, but hey, he was the expert and I paid him, so he must know what he's talking about, right? So, yeah, so I'm gonna get it fixed sooner or later. More sooner than later. Because that illuminating light is irking me. But back to the drive, man. The drive for this is amazing. It's nice. It's real nice. And if I want to drive it real fast, it gets up there. For real. And that's how our car or a sporty SUV or SRT8 or an M3 or M5 or the Hellcat or whatever you got supposed to be driven. Just saying. I mean, I never understand why people buy a high performance car and they don't even use the full potential of what the car is made for. I'm not saying that when you drive your car you're supposed to dog it out. In no shape or form you're supposed to dog out your car, but you're supposed to have fun with your car. And if that's the case, and if you're going to baby your car and you're not going to go over 45 and the speed limit's 50, then why would you buy a car like that? That's like, why would you do that? Why are you driving like that? You know, go get like a Nissan Maxima or something, or go get a Dodge Avenger, or go get a Kia Soul, or whatever. But man, it just irks me sometimes. I see these people out here, they buy these high performance cars and they don't use the full potential. That's like you're Superman and you want to walk, but you could fly. Why don't you fly? I don't feel like flying. Or you could knock out the superhero because you got laser eye vision, lasers coming out your eyes, but you say, just hit him with a bat because it makes my eyes hurt. I don't want to use all the lasers in my eyes. No, that's why these cars are built for. These cars are meant to scream and go loud and go fast. That's what they're built for. Yo, stop keeping them in the garage. Drive them like you stole them. That's your car. You only live once. But yeah, that's that's all I want to say about my drive in a Porsche Cayenne Turbo. Tell me what you think, man. Leave a comment. Yeah, that's about it.